My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK, and if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. It's been a long time, but I'm about to build up one of the top crypto channels on YouTube, and this is the first brick being paved on that road. My name is Brandon Kelly, also known as the Crypto Trader. I am the boss of Bitcoin, and I am here to change the world. Thank you for joining me on my journey. As I said, this is going to be a arduating process, but anything worth having is worth working for. Anything worth keeping is worth waiting for. And your boy already paid the cost to be the boss, so it's just about that time, to put in the hours and the videos and the months and the years to build one of the top crypto trading communities in the world. So again, thank you for joining me on this journey. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, smash that like button. Give me some engagement, subscribe, notifications. Come on in. The doors are always open. Without further ado, let's make it do what it do. Let's go ahead and make this money. So what I'm talking about today, Doge for the win. No joke, not too long ago, back in April, I actually had a dream about Doge. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the people in my dream told me to buy Doge, and this was back in April. Fast forward to July, I'm looking at the charts and I'm like, Doge went down since they told me to buy it. I'm glad I ain't buy it. But then I look at the charts and I'm like, but it bottomed out and it's just sitting there. And I'm like, compared to where it's been, it can't really go too much lower. That was the beginning of June. And then I saw some speculation in the media behind the puppeteers, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, Doge is Elon's coin, and Elon is plugged in with King Bobblehead, the orange one. And King Bobblehead and Elon is supposedly having a fight. I'm like, oh my God. I said, the stars is aligning. This is when you want to buy. And no joke, I didn't make the video. I was going to come on. I had this queue all set up. It's the exact same information I was going to give you guys about 6 weeks ago. And Doge went up about 40-50%. I told a few people in my inner circle, I was like, bro, you better get you some Doge before this thing run. I didn't make the video. It went up. It came back down. And I said, this is as good of a time as any to, show you the technical analysis, help you make some money, and set up on what could and will be a macro reversal for a top 10 coin. Come on, y'all. Let's jump right into it. This is DOGE to the BTC. And again, your boy has developed one of the top methodologies to trade using fractal harmonics and, inertia, momentum, all of the beautiful engineering terms. This is called the boss method. I will be developing a full course built around teaching this ideology, so I don't have to jump into it inside this video. But again, just subscribe and you go see me use this thing to make some money. So again, what I told you guys is like why I really, really like this coin more than anything is when it runs, it runs. Like, this is big time money right there. And this is versus BTC. See, this is what, if you just now joining my channel, the object and the goal, financial attainment goal for anybody in this world, insofar as you are still living in this world, should be accumulate as much Bitcoin as fast as possible. Point blank, period. DT, period. Right? And so that's why we trade for Bitcoin, especially when we know Bitcoin is accumulating more dollars. Because see, now we've implicitly exponentialized the profit. Bitcoin is going out and getting more dollars per unit time. We already know that, right? CAGR Bitcoin is like 40 to 60% per year. And it's just had a massive rally. Now it's sitting north of 110, 115, 118, just waiting. But now is the time. We know Bitcoin has a lot more dollars coming into the game. Let's look at some of these altcoins. Let's see where we can accumulate some BTC. And this is one of the best set up coins. That's why I'm doing this video. Again, DOGE to the BTC. One of the reasons I like this chart is because, as I showed you in these yellow zones, Doge runs. And when it runs, right? This one was a little bit smaller, but still, just looking at this spread right here. Let me see if I can get up in it. Right? You're looking at 90% Bitcoin in a month and a half, 46 days. On this end, we was looking 150% Bitcoin in about 2 months, 68 days. Right here in the middle, we had 50% Bitcoin in a month and a half, 45 days. And even on this last little hump right here, that's still 40% Bitcoin inside a month. But as I told you, this thing has fallen off considerably from where it's been. And that's why I want to do this video. Like, people are going to say, oh, don't buy Doge because, the time to buy was 2 weeks ago. Well, not necessarily. Like, yes, when it started to do this right here, that's when I was like, boy, you better buy it. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? What game are you playing? If like when you see charts just bottom out like that, like it has a major crash and it just sits sideways and all of the energy just stores back into it, like that's when a little green light should be going off and time to put down 2 and pick up 6, right? And so that's what I think happening. But it was also right around this time, and it wasn't so much the chart was part of it, right? Because I saw this thing coming down and I'm like, all right, well, it's gonna need to do that, it's gonna need to come over that, and then bam, step above it, stand on it, boom, right? But one of the things I think that really set this trend apart was the disinformation associated with the individuals involved, and the individuals involved primarily being, President Trump and Elon Musk, right? There are no two bigger names in the world insofar as financial regulation are concerned, insofar as blockchain technology is concerned, insofar as technology, Elon Musk, SpaceX, Tesla, Dogecoin, like they're synonymous at this point. And they had what I call, a curveball thrown. This was early July, talking about they're fighting with each other. They're mad at each other. One of them's going to deport the other. And I'm like, oh no, that doesn't even make sense. No. These are two players for the same team, and that team is the money team. There's a reason, when he was running, he did not voluntarily give up his business. This man on the right-hand side is making money hand over fist every single day that he is in office, and he is the first president of the United States to openly endorse and advocate for Bitcoin. Yes, the big orange one, right? They got that in common. They big, they orange, and they make a lot of money. Imagine how the universe has aligned to allow that to be possible, right? And so when I look at this, I'm like, oh no. I said, that's controlled opposition. Like, even if he gets on Twitter and says something openly against Donald Trump, behind the scenes, they have so much money tied together. It's just a disinformation, controlled opposition, I believe is more eloquently described. Controlled opposition refers to a political group or party that appears to oppose the ruling government, but is actually managed or influenced by it, often to what? Mislead the public in order to maintain control. This tactic can serve to create the illusion of choice. You got two choices. Republican and Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Two sides of the bird, two wings, one brain. You know what I'm saying? The illusion of choice or dissent while ensuring that real opposition is ineffective. Controlled opposition. I will publicly oppose somebody, but behind closed doors, we the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? But if the public thinks one thing, they'll act a certain way, and then we come around, do exactly what we want, and catch everybody off guard. That's why I saw when the chart was bottoming out. And this article came out July 2nd. Let's just put July 2nd on this chart. Where was July 2nd? Right there. This is exactly when I saw it, and I said, oh my God. I said, this is one of the best setups in the world. This is a top 10 coin right now. It's national news that, you know, one of the biggest advocates for it is openly conflict with the president. Like, this is, you know, this is the Kansas City Shuffle, one-on-one. It's like when they say one thing, they mean another, and that's how you have to kind of start to play this thing. We are at the precipice of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. Bitcoin is still less than a brand new Mercedes-Benz. Bitcoin is the greatest financial instrument ever bestowed upon humanity. Mercedes S-Class Benz is just another car, right? Built on top of four wheels, and it rolls down in value every year it's alive, right? And so this is the opportunity to recognize, these flips when it happened. And if you haven't heard of the Kansas City Shuffle, there is a movie I want to introduce you to. It's called Lucky Number 11. And I'm fortunate enough to have a clip to explain to you exactly what the Kansas City Shuffle is, because that's exactly what's happening right now. So let's check out this clip.
They didn't want somebody else betting on a fixed horse race with him. They're trying to make an impression.
That's a fucking story, man.
Charlie Chaplin entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest in Monte Carlo and came in third. Now that's a story. This is something else.
So that's a Kansas City Shuffle.
No. It's just the inciting incident. The catalyst. This is a Kansas City Shuffle. They look right. And you go left. Sorry about that, son. Sometimes there's more to life than just living. Besides, you can't have a Kansas City Shuffle without a body.
And so there you go. It's a few things you need to take away from that clip. First things first, you always have to have a body. We always have to plan for something to die in order for something else to be reborn, right? This is the concept of the phoenix. You know, The Economist magazine did their depiction of a cryptocurrency being birthed out of the phoenix back in the 70s, or I'm sorry, the late 80s, early 90s. Like, this is a part of the plan, right? And sometimes there's more to life than living, right? People just going along to get along, you know what I'm saying? As my good friend Jordan Maxwell used to say. And, I'm sick and tired of my people being sick and tired. So what I'm trying to do with this channel, with this community, is educate and enlighten the world on the opportunity at hand. Right? Trillions of dollars are coming into the blockchain, and you need to empower yourself with the ability to benefit from it. You can't get distracted and caught up into what these news and websites say, because these are designed to do one thing: get your attention. How many words can we capture your attention to distract you from what's actually happening? And just like I said, just that easy. You would have thought, oh, Elon Musk getting deported, like Dogecoin must be down 20%. No, because when them candles hit, and the market came back into it, this thing went up 50% in 15 days. Now, this is the opportunity, down 15% in 4 days. This is where you want to look at the opportunity to jump in, right? Scared money don't make none. And this is a top 10 coin that's turning on a macro reversal that has major media tied to it in an adverse way, which means the smart money is probably accumulating, right? Buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news. By the time it get mentioned over here, it's like the opposite. You should probably already expect the opposite to happen, you know? And that ain't no conspiracy theory. This is just my observation on reality as it has been presented to me thus far. The minute that reality flip and all them talking bobbleheads on TV start telling the truth, guess what? You know what I'm saying? And they ain't selling you poison every 15 minutes. Did you actually look at the commercial? What value do you get from any of the products or services that are offered to you every 7.5 minutes on one of these major news stations? Like, you got Doritos, you got Chips Ahoy, you got 15 different prescription pills that got 18 different side effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? So the minute they start telling the truth is the minute my perception changed. But until then, we'll use this as an opportunity to get paid. As I said, Dogecoin is one of the best coins in the market right now, point blank, period. And this is where the energy is running. This was our last macro reversal right here. Boom, boom. Right? That's the big lines. What we're looking at now, and again, so it has some major, major lines built into this thing. The 1.6 right there, that's kind of like our top down. We're going to have some problems when we get in that. That's where you want to jump through. Right now, we're still working on this area. And again, we got rejected at that area. So this is actually a great time to accumulate. It wants to consolidate north of this zone down here, right? It does not want, or put it this way, we don't want to see it fall lower than that red line and close there and actually, lose under that level. We really don't want to see that. And keep in mind, I turn the candles off because then it gives me the energy of the averages, of the trend lines, of the intersections, of the momentum shifts. But yeah, this is kind of the cliff, and we're still pretty well above this cliff. We got another, 8% we could fall before you start to get concerned about that. And that's where I say the risk is worth the reward. Because if and when this thing actually turns around, you can speculate to lose 8, but bam, you can hit your head on 20 just as fast, right? And they have different charts in here. I haven't been on TradingView in so long. Real quick, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, but if you appreciate this video, this insight, I'm telling you to buy Doge. I'm sorry I didn't come in on July 2nd and do it. I bought it, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, now I wanna at least, I saw the sell-off because I hit my dude up. Like I told my dude, I've been rocking with this dude Eric for a minute now, and I told him, I was like, bro, get you some Doge. I told him like 2-3 weeks ago when I saw that article, I was like, get you some. And so he's doing pretty good on it. But I definitely want to get you guys in on it. So it's down 15% over the past 4 days. This is the time to double up. Like, put your money in. You stand to lose 8. You stand to gain 20. And those are good. Those are pretty good odds right there. And again, this is a top 10 coin. So when you go and look at coin market cap, right? This is basically NASDAQ for the blockchain. Any coin on the first page of CoinMarketCap has already been validated. It's already been vetted. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to read the white paper. Somebody else with a lot more knowledge and a lot more money than already did. And they put billions into it. Dogecoin, 33 billion of them things. I remember when Dogecoin was like 1 billion, 2 billion. Like it was still down there like top 20, top 30. Now it's top 10 standing strong and long. You know what I'm saying? And it's looking pretty good. This is one of the top coins. Like, I got my money in. If you're trying to jump in with the boss, let's go ahead and make that money, right? This is a very good coin. I'm gonna get more technical analysis in on this on another video. I just wanted to try to do this to show you, that there is a lot of disinformation out there. I think Warren Buffett said it best. Be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy, right? And when you see a coin down 60, 70, 80, 90% over the past year, well, it's a lot of fear in that entity. But when I show you the momentum is shifting and the public perception is commonly being deceived, well, maybe that's the opportunity to change your perspective as well, right? Change your values, change your worth. And therein lies the opportunity. So again, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm just gonna upload this thing to YouTube tomorrow morning and you know, just start chugging away. Like, I look forward to building this channel back up. I know at one point we had 5,000-10,000 people jumping in every single day. Well, guess what? It's gonna happen again. I am materializing a future as I speak currently that already holds that reality. The only question yet to be answered is if you will be there to join me along the way. So with that being said, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay. Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh.